So the main challenge that we are trying to address through this project is the question of how do we create environments for our collections that preserve them for the future, but also be responsible stewards of our planet. I'm Christine McCarthy. I am the Associate Director for the Institute of the Preservation of Cultural Heritage, and I am the Director of Preservation and Conservation for the Yale Library. So the Environmental Data Monitoring Project is a collaborative effort across all of the cultural heritage collections on campus, as well as with information technology, the Cultural Heritage IT group. Fundamental principle of preservation and conservation for cultural heritage materials, art materials, library and archive, natural history museum, collections and artifacts is that we know that the environments in which they are stored can have a major impact on how long they will last and on how stable they will be physically, which means that there's a general rule that for every 9 degrees of temperature increase, you will see the same commensurate kind of advancement in, like, say, chemical deterioration and decay. We held to very tight kind of parameters. The theory was that the more controlled that was, the better it would be for collections. We know now what that energy cost is to us from a planetary perspective, and we need to reconsider how we think about those parameters. The nature of the collections that Yale has, as well as the fact that there are acres and acres of collection storage spaces across all of our campus buildings. We know that our energy footprint can be quite high. As you will see in various collection spaces, and there are small devices, they look like little boxes. They're usually called data loggers. They basically are sensors that collect a series of readings at a series of points on regular intervals for us of temperature, relative humidity, and sometimes light. And then those readings are collected by the device and they're uploaded to a cloud, to a certain piece of software from the vendor, and then we're able to access the reports and the raw data through that system. We probably can expect savings of anywhere from, say, 13% to about 25%. We hope that our project will serve as a model to other institutions. I think the sustainability efforts in particular in those projects are things that we intend to very much share with our wider community. So we have a really far reach, talking through the realities that we now have to face in terms of balancing our need to protect the planet and our need to protect collections. They go hand in hand. They can't exist without one another.